Well, we all know from the day creation dawned, man has moved from place to place. That is the history of us. That is the history of man. We saw people going through the Sahara Desert and the Mediterranean Sea, or going through Libya, trying to get to Europe and all that, So I thought, here we are again, history is beginning to repeat itself. And I thought maybe this should be the next subject for my film.
When I was assigned this role as the DOP of this project, my immediate concern was how I would use my experience as a photographer to interpret the actor's role in these moving pictures.
I think the thing that really got me is when I read the synopsis, I knew this was just going to be epic. Like everything about it was exciting. Like I just felt like it was going to challenge everything I knew about, costumings and, ideas that I've always wanted to put in place, because I've got a background in theater arts, and one of the things that I hadn't yet had a chance to do was to do costumes and for a movie. So this was really exciting.
As I was writing this script, this guy's image kept coming to my, subconscious mind, and I asked Mike, I said, Mike, there's this short film I saw you did one time. I watched it in your computer. There was this actor that was really good, and I described this actor, and he said, "Oh, that's Felino Doloso." I said, "I want this guy in this film, and I want him to play the captain of the ship."
The character itself, when I read it, when I was told about it, I couldn't say no to it. Definitely one of those dream jobs that you look for as an actor. The script definitely. It's about. I think it's all about survival. Resilience of characters, of people, and definitely there's a lot of twist in it. So really, really good characters involved.
One thing I first put into place was to make sure that the actors were physically fit, and they were also mentally and spiritually up there, because this was not an ordinary film. It was something that we're going to be taking them away from their comfort zone into something that they've never experienced before.
When I saw the script, I was in my bedroom and I was reading it, and I was going through it, and I was just seeing, things like running, climbing the mountains, and I was like, wait, can I actually do this? This is very challenging. This is going to be very difficult. I have to be very fit to do this movie.
Greatest challenge is the elements, definitely the elements. We worked in 45-degree heat in the desert, in the forest, in the jungle, and definitely the physically externals was very challenging.
And naturally, I'm fit, but then I had to become fit, because I was climbing mountains and running. So I got a personal trainer. He's amazing, by the way.
First of all, when I first saw the movie script, Survive or Die, straight away I knew it was going to be very intense. It was going to be very, very difficult. And how our bands, the actress was going to face some element, such as landscapes and difficult terrains. So as a personal trainer, not only I wanted to train her physically and get her fit, but also I needed to work on her mental side of things. And because I know once you work on the mental side of things, everything else kind of follow. So I had to design a program that will be able to work on both mental and physical aspect as well.
I'm touched. This was a fantastic project to work on. It was passionate. It didn't hold back. It did push me. It made me go to some uncomfortable places, and I was happy with that. I live to be challenged. So I've crossed paths with Mike Kang before. He's a great guy. This was my first time working with Daniel, and them two together, it was it was a great tag team. There'd be the raw passion of Daniel, the vision, the broad scope of his imagination, and then Mike would bring me down to earth and confer to me the nitty-gritty details of what I need to focus on. So there was nothing uncovered that I was ever worked on. I was never unsure of myself. Once I was on set, once I was ready, I think it helped that they had faith in me to follow what their expectations were.
A lot of the filming was going to be done across Australia, and if you know Australia, we've got such different landscapes. Like there's the water, there's rugged terrain, there's a bit of desert. So I also wanted to make sure that in the costuming, like whatever we got was going to be able to go through all that. So not only from a filming perspective, but also from a durability and a practical perspective. So there was lots of different aspects that we had to put together just to make sure that everything came through, and every different actor, we had to factor all those things in. And above all, obviously picking the color and things that were timeless, so that no matter what year you're watching the movie, everything will come across like, you know, this was well thought out. It wasn't just something that we rushed in and put through.
Also, I quickly realized that that I would have to use the natural topography, which are the mountains, the sea, the valley, the swamps, to help deliver the story. You know, nature speaks and nature is alive. I then decided that I will have to look for a way to use this natural element to communicate or deliver the story.
The most fun part about filming Survival Die was like I got to talk with my crew, and everyone in the crew is just like so calm, and it's really fun to just talk to them. So if like I'm nervous to do a scene, they just like calm me down.
It was really challenging, I'll say, and a very educative experience as well. I learned a lot, and another thing that made it very, very good again was the fact that we had perfectionists as directors. When you're working with Daniel, Michael, and Nicholas behind the camera, come on, man, there's no room for second place. It's either you get it firsthand or nothing.
It was very challenging. The way I was saying my dialogues.
You are getting it wrong.
And
it's the other way around.
Just cut and do it again, cut and do it again. That was really, really good. But I learned a lot, and it was beautiful.
I just thought the storyline was fantastic. Cast were really good. Always wanted to work with these two boys, so yeah.
My hope and belief for it is that it gets to be seen worldwide. You know, it gets to go to places where we haven't even envisioned, and we are dreaming big for this movie. But my hope is that it goes beyond what we've dreamt of.
I think it'll be accepted quite well. I mean, there's always going to be a couple of people that are going to say, oh no, they've gone too far, or it's a bit too controversial, it's a topic. But it's a topic that needs to be addressed, and personally, I'm proud to be part of the project.
It's very humbling to be a face in what is essentially a nameless, endless story of similar experiences. And there are various characters in this film, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I like to think that if my character resounded with anyone at all, that's an achievement for me.
What I got out of it, I guess each time you do something hard or tough, you level up. So it's a bit like that for me. So I guess the resilience factor of it, and just knowing that you can actually push the limits, and go a little bit, over the limit in regards to physical, environments and so on, and mentally as well.
Well, I am so honored that I'm the vessel for people to see or sees a person, especially a young girl, because my character is a young girl, go through such an experience like that. And I just hope as they see this, they feel something and they want to make a change. And if I have the opportunity to do that and allow people to actually say, oh wow, like this is actually happening, then I feel like I have done my piece. I have contributed to this world. So I am very honored, very, very honored and blessed.
I hope when people watch this film, they're able to understand the position of the other person. I hope this film becomes a voice for the voiceless, for the people that are not able to speak, for the people that are not able to explain their situation. So we, in this film, we are not like pro anything. We're just telling this story. And I also hope that when this film eventually gets out there, that some of the amazing talents that we have in Australia, in Sydney, in Western Sydney, some of these amazing talents will be discovered and recognized by the world. Because this film was able to provoke, to bring out the talent that were hidden. They were like gold mines, they were like secret treasures hidden beneath the ground. But because of this process, because of this project, Survive or Die, so many people were able to shine, and we just can't wait to let the world see what the amazing talent that we have around us. And we also hope that this could become a revolution. It could provoke the ideas. It could provoke new filmmakers getting up and saying, you know what? If Daniel Okoduwa and Mike Kang and Nicholas Okoduwa, if these guys could come together and make this film, maybe we can also do it. So we hope that this becomes a journey. It's been a long time coming, from my very, very first film to Gossip Nation and to Survive or Die. It's been a journey. It's not over yet. But we hope this journey continue to pull people along like a tsunami into the future.